Hey guys, we finished the cardigan finally. This is my final look. This is after I finish it, I washed it. The only thing left for me is to weave in the tails. But this is the final look. Mine is very long. It goes all the way till my ankles. I'm very happy with this look. It ended up really nice. I'm especially happy about this part that goes here around the neck, the collar. It ended up really nice. That is exactly what I wanted. What I am thinking right now is, will I be putting some buttons here or not? I left that for you guys to decide. Do you want to do something like this, or you just want to keep it free like a kimono, like this? So what I know for sure that I will be doing, but that will be in the next video, that will be another tutorial, is I want to put some white stars. I already made like a couple of them, as you can see. I don't know, can you see properly? So I'm planning to put these kind of stars all over this cardigan, and that will be the final look of this cardigan. But as I said, that will be in another video. So I will show you in another one how to make these little stars. They're so easy to make. They're done in just 2 rows. It goes so fast making it, and I think that they look really cute. So again, I'm extremely happy with the final look. I love it because it is not so heavy, but still quite warm. You know, the pattern is amazing. It gives this seamless connection with the body and the sleeves as well. It looks really nice. And again, I love that you can make it in any length that you want. You can go all the way down till your ankles like I did. You can make it till your knees, or just as a bomber till your hips. Anyhow, after making the stars and everything, once I finish everything, I am planning my next one to be making a bomber. The sun is killing me right now, but okay. So again, I hope that you liked it. In all of my videos and all my tutorials, I don't make the very strict patterns. On the contrary, I like to teach you how to make pieces for yourself the way how you like them. So you don't need to go on and search 1,000,001 pattern, you know, this length, that length, this is going to be oversized, or, you know, or very tight to my body. Same for the sleeves. So rather than that, I like to teach you how to choose and how to determine in the pattern yourself what kind of model you like and how you can change it once you're working on it. So again, I'm very happy with this one. I really am. Again, I keep on repeating, especially this part here around. This looks really nice. So I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you didn't have any problems following the tutorial. If you did, please write me in the comments. I'm reading all of them. I will reply to everybody. And thank you for following. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe, comment on it, and keep on following. The new videos are coming out. So thank you everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, just a quick tips before we get started with our pattern. I will be using the hook number 6, even though my yarn is recommending a hook number 5. I want it to be a little bit more loose, so I will be using a 1 size bigger needle than the one that it is recommended. And I want to show you this yarn. I hope that you can see it. It's it looks kind of like a rope. As you can see, it's twisted, but it is very, very soft. Like, it's extremely soft, and I really love this kind of look for my yarn. Now, what's bad about it is that it's black. It's really, really black. I will do whatever I can in my power regarding the lightening and to show you as much possible in the detail how we are going to work. The pattern is not so complicated, even though it took me some time to find a good pattern to match with the black, because when you work the black, I didn't want it to be just plain simple black cardigan. I also wanted to have some kind of texture on it, but it's so hard to find the pattern that will be actually visible on the completely black yarn. Okay, it's not complicated. It's just 2 stitches. We will be switching in between. It's pretty much easy to follow. Now, for the start, for our foundation chain, what I wanted to show you is that we will be working like this, around. Okay, we won't be working in a panels. We're gonna make one huge panel, which will be front and back together. So what I want you to do is to measure, like, from the front around your shoulder to the down. Okay, I want mine to be really long. I want mine to go somewhere till my knees. So my foundation chain will be really, really long. And another thing is, make the number of the chains is not really important. The only important thing is make it an odd number. Okay, that's all you have to know for now. So just go. I will do is the same. Make the foundation chain in an odd number and make sure that it goes like this around. Okay, so see you in a second. I made my foundation chain, and guys, my foundation chain is 261 chain. So what I need you to do now is, I'm not sure how much you can see, but go into the second stitch, second loop from your chain, and place a single crochet. Okay, this, and in the next one as well, again a single crochet and one more, and like this we will be placing, this is the row 1, and in the row 1 we will be placing a single crochet in each and every stitch all the way until the end. I finished my first row, and now we're gonna start our second row. And starting the second row, we are not going to chain anything. We are just going to turn our work. And this row, second one, we will be working as a treble, with the treble stitch. And you can go on and chain 4, but me, if you're following me, you know that I like to do, as I called, a towers of single crochets or stacked single crochets, because it gives us very neat ending here. So how do we do that? In this very first chain, without chaining any, we just turned our work. So in this very first stitch, go with your hook there and make a single crochet like this. And then with your hook, just in this left loop here, from the left one, like this. Okay, so here, go on, pick your yarn out, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through. It's basically a single crochet. So that's the second. And we go again into the left one. This is the third, and one more time, this is the fourth. So this is basically, if you look on the side, it looks like this. Very nice, very neat. This is basically replacing your chain 4 and the treble stitch. And now we are going to yarn over twice and we're gonna work a treble stitch, but in the back loop only. Okay, so we won't go regularly like this. We're gonna go with our hook in the back loop, and we're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through our back loop, and again yarn over twice, back loop only, work your treble stitch. And like this we will be working our treble stitch in the back loop only in each and every stitch all the way until the end of our row. Okay, so we finished the second row, which was the treble crochet in each and every stitch, and this is what we got so far. We were working in a back loop only, so that's why we have this nice ribbing here. And now for our third row, basically we will repeat the first one. So we are going to chain one, turn our work, and we're gonna make in the very first stitch, back loop only, a single crochet. And this one is pretty simple. We will be working a single crochet, back loop only in each and every stitch all the way until the end of this row. So as you guys probably assume already, this is how we will be alternating our work. This is our pattern. We will work one row of the single crochets, one work of the double treble, and all our work throughout our pattern will be done in the back loops only. Because we're working in these back loops, that is going to give us this nice vertical ribbing that we are going to have in the end. As you can see, this is how it looks like. I know it's a black yarn, and maybe it is hard for you to see, guys, but I got outside on the daylight, so just to try to show it to you much better. So I will come back. This is the third row, okay, the row of the single crochets back loop only. So I will come back at the end of this row so we can start the fourth one again together. I can show you again how we are going to work our tower of stacked single crochets, and just to tell you how long we need to work this piece, how wide it needs to be. So I will be back at the end of this row 3. Now that we finished our third row, this is how it looks like. Now we're going to go into our fourth row, and again it will be the row where we start with the tower of 4. So we don't chain anything, we just go into this very first stitch here, and we make a single crochet there, and that is one. And then into this left hook, second, and then the third, and and the fourth. And then we continue in the back loop only. So this is how we will be alternating between the treble crochet in the back loop only and the single crochet in the back loop only. One row of the treble, one row of the single crochets. All the rows are done in the back loop only, guys. So you will be alternating like this, since we are working vertically, until your piece is wide enough from your shoulder until your neck. Okay, the wider it is, the more loosed and oversized your cardigan will be. So this piece can be, let's say, from your shoulder till your neck, or from like much longer than your shoulder and till your neck. Okay, so that is how we will be working. If you are not sure about what am I talking about right now, you can just wait, and in the next clip, very soon after this, I will be showing you my finished piece, and I will be actually showing it on myself, so you can visualize, you can have a visual picture actually of what I meant when I said from your shoulder or further down until your neck. Okay, so happy crochet, guys. And yeah, happy crochet, guys. And yes, just make sure that your last row that you are finishing is the single crochet row. Okay, just make sure that we are working treble and single, treble and single, and make sure that you finish on the row of the single crochet. That will be your last row. Okay, so see you later, guys. So as I said, I'm going to show you how it looks when you are trying it on. And this is what I meant when I said from your shoulder until your neck. Okay, so this is the size that actually the width that I chose to go with. It's not very wide, so if you go less than this, your piece will be more narrow and more, let's say, like tighter on your body. If you go longer, and you can actually go like quite long, you know, so the wider you go, the more oversized your piece will be. Keep in mind that here on the side we won't be connecting it like this. We will actually make one small piece here, so we can have this nice connection. Okay, so what we're doing now, and as we finish on our last row is the row of the single crochets, so naturally the next one would be the row of the trebles. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to work just half. Okay, so for example, if your foundation had 160 stitches, you're gonna work just 80. Okay, so you're gonna work the half of your piece, and for me that would be, let's say, somewhere until here. Why? Because this piece is going now around our shoulder like this, and since we're working till the half, we need to work the width, this half, just until our neck. So, you know, if you had 160 stitches, you will work just 80 your treble stitch, and you will repeat, you know, one row of the treble, one row of the single, but just for the half. Okay, you're not gonna go and work your whole piece. You're just gonna work until the half for the width of your neck. Okay, so I don't know, is that gonna be 2, 3, or even like 5 rows, depending on how wide you want this piece actually to be. I don't want mine to be very, very wide. Okay, so for me, most probably it will be just like three of these sets. Okay, so 3 rows of treble and the single, and like this 3. But once I finish that, again, I will come back so I can show you how from there we're gonna continue into what we have right now here. Okay, so again, just work until the half. Okay, do your work for the width that you want, and then we're gonna come back. But again, I'm gonna make a visual, just the one that I did just now, and then I will explain you again, but at that time I will show you how we're gonna come back to this. So again, this is what I meant when I said from shoulder till your neck. The wider you go, the more oversized it's going to be. So happy crochet, guys, and see you later. So I finished my rows for the neck part, and this is how it looks. And I did a total of 4 rows of the treble crochet. And what I wanted to tell you on here, when we are doing this, here we need to finish on the row of the treble crochet, not on the row of the single crochet. Okay, so we're just doing the row of the treble crochet, and this is how it looks like. So sorry, it should go vice versa. Yeah, it should go like this. Okay, and here is the neck part which we made. So This is how it looks. And now we just need to continue. Okay, so because we finished, now we need to go back and continue doing it. So from here, now we're gonna work down. So mine one was 260 stitches, the foundation chain. So the middle for me was 130 stitches. So now what I need to do is from here gone, and I need to chain 130 chains. Actually 131. Okay, now I'll explain you why, because we will go into the second chain from the hook, working a single crochet back, but that one I will do together with you. So again, guys, whichever number was your till the middle, now that number you need to make the chain of it +1. Don't forget the +1, because we will work into the second stitch from the hook. So if you had 200, your middle was 100, so now you need to make 101. So I'm gonna go now and make my 130 stitches of the chain, actually 131, and then I will come back to you. So I will just to show you real quick, we will be working into the second chain from the hook. We will be working a single crochet, just like when we started, and then when we reach this point, where is our treble, we're gonna work into the back loop only. Okay, so I'll be back very quickly. So as I said, I made my chain of 131, and now we are going to skip one, and we're gonna go into the second stitch from the hook, and we are going to work a single crochet. Okay, so this is exactly how we started. So we're gonna work a single crochet in each and every stitch. So just like we started, single crochet in each and every stitch. And once you come to this part here, so when you come here, you're gonna work in the back loop only, okay? And you are going to work like that all the way till the end. Once you come till the end, you're going to turn your work, and again, you're gonna work a treble crochet in the back loop only. And you guys are gonna work like this until you have the exact same number on the rows that you had on this side for you to have on that side. So for me, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of the treble, and I finished with a single crochet. In the middle, I have 4 rows of the treble, so I need again 8 rows of the treble, and to finish it with a single crochet. And that will be not the end of it. Then we will have one small more part to do. But yeah, I hope that that it was clear. We are working a single crochet until we come here, and then from there we are just going to continue into the back loop only, and with our regular pattern all the way till the end. Okay, so I will see you guys later. It will take me some time to make these 8 rows, but once we do that, I will be back, and then again I will show you on myself how this piece looks like, and what are we gonna do after this. So happy crochet all. So I finished the second panel, let's call it like that. So this is how the piece looks now, and it should go like this. Okay, so this is my piece right now. I'm sure that me wearing black is not really helping right now, but you will get the point. So this is where we are right now, and it should look like this. So after this point, what we will be doing, we will be connecting here and here on the sides. And after that point, of course I will show you guys how we're gonna make the connection and everything. Again, we are finishing with the row of the single crochet, and here we will make our connection that is gonna look really, really beautiful. You will see. And after this point, we will go on to making the sleeves. But what I wanted to tell you is, when we are making the connection, we're gonna start from the bottom, okay? So we will start connecting. My piece is really long, like it goes all the way till my ankles. So we're gonna start here from the bottom, and we're gonna work our way up. Now, how until where we're gonna work the connection, it actually depends how wide you want your sleeves to be. Because if you want your sleeves to be a bit slimmer, so of course you're gonna connect more closer to your arm like this, okay? But if you want your sleeves to be more wide, if that is something you're going for, then of course you're gonna finish somewhere more down, so we will have more space, okay, for our sleeves. So what I wanted to tell you is that here the connection that we will be making will actually determine the width of our sleeves, okay? So that is something very, very important to remember. We will work one by one. We're gonna make the connection, and we're not gonna cut off or anything. We're gonna make the connection, and straight from that connection, we're gonna go into making the chain for our sleeves. And again, it will be like, let's say one piece done. So we're gonna do the connection, and from the connection, we're gonna start making the chain in the length of our arm, and we will be doing our sleeves like this. Okay, we're gonna work them vertically. It will be the same pattern like this one, but I will explain you guys how we're gonna connect them with the body. So once we do one side, then we're gonna pass and we're gonna do another side. After that, we will make the endings here with a little nice color, and then we're gonna finish with making the ribbing at the bottom, which is optional. You can do it or you don't have to. So that was a little walkthrough, like where we came until now, where we are going now from this point on, and I will see you in a second with the connection. So I just wanted to show you the real quickly. I finished one sleeve, and don't worry, I will show you how to get yours, but I want you to see how it is going to look like, okay? So 1 second, this thing is killing me. Okay, so here we are, and this is how our sleeve will be looking like. We're doing everything one piece, guys, okay? So as I said previously, is we're gonna start the connection, and let me find it. I did it so good, I can't find the connection. Okay, so oh my god, I can't find the connection. Like, for real. Okay, here it is. Okay, so you see, it looks really good, right? So the connection is here. We're gonna start now from the bottom. We're gonna work our way up. We're working on the wrong side, by the way. As you can see, I have some stitch markers here. So we're gonna work our connection until here. From here, we are going to make a chain like this, and then we're gonna work our rows like this, just like we did here. But I'm gonna do a couple of rows together with you, just for you to know how to connect them here with the body. Once we finish the sleeve, we're gonna make a connection here, and then we're going to make a cuff. So this is how we will be working our sleeve now on the other side. Once we finish that, we're gonna do the ribbing down here, And after the ribbing, and the ribbing will be exactly the same like our cuff, but again I will show you each and every step of it. And once we finish that, then we're gonna do our collar and the rounding here. So I'm really liking it. It's really nice. It's easy for this kind of turning weather. Not very heavy. It's still not the winter, but still very good, and still very quite warm. And to be honest with you, I was actually missing a lot of black cardigan. So we're gonna go now, and don't forget we are working on the wrong side. Okay, that is the side we are working on. So we're gonna go now, and we're gonna start. I will show you how to make the connection. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I promise, do everything in my power to show you how to work your stitches. I'm regretting every moment for doing it with the black yarn. I will never do it again, I promise, but it is what it is, so let's work with what we have. So what we are going to do is we're gonna make a loop. If you just finish your row like I did in my first one, you can just chain one and wait there. But now on the other side, we need to make a loop like this. Okay, like just like when we are starting our foundation chain. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna see we have two of our pieces, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the very first stitch, which is this one here, and into the next one from the other piece as well. Put both of them on the hook, and we're gonna get our loop, put it on the hook as well, pull it through, yarn over and pull through. This is just for the first one. Now for the next one, we are not gonna go into the stitch like this. We're gonna go into the back loop of this stitch here, and from our other piece, the front loop here, like this. So you have 3 loops on the hook, and we are going to yarn over and pull through all of them. And we are going to repeat that here. Is a back loop like this, and from here a front loop, yarn over, pull through, and then the next one again, back loop, front loop, yarn over, pull through, and like this we will be going all the way, actually not all the way up, we will be going till the certain part of our body. I already told you guys that you should measure how big the opening for your arm you want to be. The bigger it is, the wider your sleeve will be. The smaller it is, the more narrow and more tighter your sleeve will be. So we're gonna work this. I already marked, I marked mine. I have 2 because my pieces, actually I have 3, so here is 50 and 50, and here is the 5. So because I am working 105 stitches, so I will be working my piece until this stitch marker here. I'm suggesting you to do the same. Just try your piece, try it in front of the mirror, put these 2 sides together like this, hold them, and then just mark where you want your stitch marker to be for the sleeves, and then you will know it is enough to put it just on one side. You don't need to put them on both sides. So put your stitch marker there, couple of stitches, and when I say couple of, I mean like 2 or 3. It's not really gonna change much. One tip is when you are working this connection, don't and I'm always saying this, I'm repeating in all of my videos, don't make them so tight, you know, especially when, I mean, in the connection points, don't make them tight, because if you make them too tight, it can curve your piece, and you don't want that, okay? So it doesn't need to be like very loose, but depending on how is your grip when crocheting, okay? So again, work your piece all the way up until your stitch marker for your sleeve, and once we get there, I will meet you guys there. This is where we are now. I finished my row, and we are not going to cut off or anything. Now we're gonna start our sleeve. So what we are going to do is just, I am going to put back my stitch marker into this stitch here, just to know that this is the stitch that we are not going to use, because this is the last stitch of the connection. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chain a certain number and then +1. So don't make your chain to come until here, because then we're not gonna have space for a cuff, unless you want like to push back kind of everything. So what I did, I made my sleeve length, let's say, until here, so my cuff can be this length. So for me, I will be chaining 45 + 1, which means I will be chaining 46. And just from here, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're gonna go on like this until the number that you need to reach the length that you need. So I will be doing 45 + 1, and once I do that, I will come back to you guys. I finished my chain, and now what we're gonna do is basically we are back to the beginning, like we started our piece. We are going to skip one, and we're gonna go into the second one, and again we will be working in the little bumps that you can see here. So we are not gonna turn our chain and work from here in the little bumps, but again guys, if it is easier for you to work in the chains, just work however it is easier for you. So not into the very first stitch, into the second one from the hook, we're gonna go in, and we are going to do a single crochet in each and every stitch until the end, actually until we reach the body piece, and that is where we're gonna make the connection, and that is, let's say, the most important part of our sleeve, is how we are going to connect it with the body. So go on, and a little advice is count on your way back. So for me, as I said, I did 45 + 1 stitch, and because we went into the second stitch from the hook, I need to have 45 single crochets on my way back. And once we reach that point, I will come back to you guys. Finished my 45 single crochets, and I am back here. And now this is the important part. Now we will be making our connection from this side here. So don't go back. We're gonna do like this. And what we are going to do, I hope that you guys can see properly. Right, so this is the stitch where we work from, and this is the next one. In the next 4 stitches, we are going to make a slip stitch. Okay, so we go here into the first one, both loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. That's one, and keep them loose. Two, don't make it tight. Three, and four. This is what you should get. Now we are going to turn our work like this. We are going to yarn over, prepare for the treble crochet, and we are going to skip those 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. So you yarn over twice, and you're gonna go into this 5th one, back loop only, and you're gonna make your treble crochet. And then you're gonna continue making a treble crochet, back loop only, in each and every stitch, all the way until the end. So that is the pattern that we have been using all over this piece. We have been using that pattern on our body as well, and this is how we connected it with the body. So we need 4 slip stitches, 1 for the row of the single crochets, and 3 slip stitches just to bring our yarn up so we can have the height to work the treble. So just continue working your treble crochet all the way until the end here, and once you reach the end, I'm gonna wait you there. But I assume that you guys already know, you know, we're gonna chain 1, turn our work, and work the single crochets back. But regardless, I will wait you here at the end. So we're gonna start the row back again together, and once we come back to the body, again, I will wait you there to show you again how we're gonna connect it. Till the end of the row of our treble crochets, and now, as we did previously, we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and into the 2nd stitch from the hook, back loop only, we are going to work single crochets all the way back. Make sure that you have the number that you started with. For me, that is the number 45. You don't need to count every row, but here and there it is the good way to just check your count. Once we get, because it's not so hard to get mistaken by and continue working on your body, or you know, get the stitch from that is not from this row but actually belongs to the body if you're not careful enough. And if you're working with a black yarn like I am, and again, one of the biggest regrets, I will not repeat it again. So not for me to talk longer. I'm gonna meet you guys once we get closer to the body, so I can show you one more time how we are going to connect it and to start the new row again. We're back again. I did my row of the single crochets, and this is how it looks. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. So as you can see, my last single crochet is finishing on this treble. This here, these are our slip stitches that we made. And now we are going to repeat that. So in this one we worked, this is the next 3 stitch, and we're gonna go there and we're gonna make in the next 4 stitches a slip stitch. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna make 1, and then 2, and 3, and 4. And as you can see, we just created ourselves a space, actually a height to continue with the treble. So we are going to turn our work. Here's my yarn. We are going to skip those 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th one. Yarn over twice. In the back loop only, we're gonna make our treble, and we're gonna continue like that, making our treble crochet in each and every stitch, back loop only, all the way until the end. So guys, you're gonna continue like this, and you will be working in a rounds. Let me show you real quick. So as you can see, this is where we are right now. So you will be working like this in a rounds, and once you reach this point here, you need to finish with a single crochet going back. So, but again, I will come back when I reach that point. I will come back, but the point is that we need to finish. Our last row needs to be the row of the single crochets where we are working on a way back, and once we reach there, then we're gonna be making the connection here, working our way down. So we're gonna connect these 2 pieces, and then we're gonna end up here going into the making a cuff. Okay, so I hope that this was clear. Again, I will be coming back on this point here once I reach that point here, so we can continue working together from there. So happy crochet, everybody. I finished my sleeve. This is the last row that I did, and I've come to this point here, and as you can see here, I have like a little space, not enough to, I mean, actually I could make one more row, but I decided not to, because this width is exactly how wide I want my sleeve to be. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to connect these 2 pieces. I have my 41 stitch of single crochets on this side, and here it's still standing the stitch marker, which I said I put it in the stitch which belongs to the body, and this is the stitch from the foundation crochet. So since I worked my row of the single crochets, I will here make my slip stitches. So I'll go with 1 and 2, and that will be more than enough, and then we're gonna turn our work, and we're gonna connect these 2 pieces. Actually, it's not 2 pieces, just 1 piece, but we're gonna connect these two ends, okay, like this. And the connection, we're gonna do exactly the same like we did on the side of our body. So in the first stitch here, after the stitch marker, which is this one here, I'm gonna go into the back loop only. Here I'm gonna skip 2. Okay, so this is 1, 2, because I made the slip stitch, and here I will go into the front loop, yarn over and pull through all. So I will be again connecting with the slip stitch, back loop, front loop, yarn over, pull through, and then we're gonna continue, we are going to continue like that all the way until the end. And again, when we reach the end, we are not going to cut off our yarn. We're gonna continue to work our cuff, and now I'm going to show you how we're gonna do that. So continue with your slip stitch, back loop, front loop, all the way until the end. I come to the end, and now it is time to make our cuff. So in order for our cuff to look nice and neat, first we need to make one row of the single crochet. So what we are going to do now is we are going to chain one, and here in this space we're going to go in and we're going to make a single crochet, and I'm going to put my stitch marker there. And now we are coming to the space of the treble crochet. Now, because this is how wide my sleeve is, and I want my cuff to be not so wide, to be more narrow than this, I'm going to place 2 single crochets in a row where is the treble, and I'm gonna do it like this. So here I'll go, just trying to find a place like this, and here I'll make 1 single crochet, and then somewhere further down on the treble a second one. And then this was the row of the single crochets, and that is in this like a post I'm gonna make just 1 single crochet, and then again is the row of the treble. On the treble I'm gonna place 2, 1, and here we can go with the second, and again it was the row of the single crochets. Somewhere there we're gonna place just 1, and on the treble 2, and on the 1 1, and like this we're gonna work in the circle. Okay, I finished the round, and now here where it was my stitch marker, we're gonna connect with the slip stitch like this. And now I want my cuff to be, let's say, like this height. I will show you the previous one I did. It looks like that, and that's what we're gonna do now. So I am going to chain 10 plus 1, which means I'm going to chain 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and into the second chain from the hook. And again, I like to work in this little bumps from the back. We're gonna work a single crochet on our way back, all the way back. So I should have at the end, this first row is always a little bit not harder to do, but it always goes just like more slowly than the rest of the rows. And so many times I wish that my hook had this part just a bit more pointier. I have a feeling like it would be so much easier to work with. And this would be 9, and here just to grab it, just to manage to grab it actually. And 10, and I like to count my stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. Now what we are going to do is we're gonna, into the next 2 stitches here, we're gonna make a slip stitch. So we're gonna go like this, 1 and 2, and now we are going to turn our work, and we are going to skip those 2 slip stitches and into the third one, but back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, go into the back loop and make a single crochet, and we will be making a single crochet, back loop only, in each and every stitch all the way until the end. And again, you should have 10 single crochets till the end of this row. Okay, I need more yarn. Here, and don't forget we're working back loop only, and like this. And now we are going to chain 1, and again turn our work. Now we're going to work back. Since we chained 1, we're going to go into the second stitch from the hook, back loop only again. Now we're working our way back. So again, it is, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is here. And again, now that we came down, in the next 2 stitches we're going to make slip stitch, 1, 2, turn your work, you skip these 2 slip stitches that we just made. So 1, 2, we are skipping into the third one, and the back loop only. Okay, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. And like this, guys, we are working in a round. This is how we are making our cuff, and because we are working in the back loop only, this is what is giving us this beautiful textured pattern. Actually, we are creating like this, we are creating the ribs. So you will be working again in a rounds, and again on this cuff it doesn't really matter where you are going to finish your last row. What I mean, it doesn't matter, is your last row going to be crocheting up or crocheting down. In this case, this doesn't really matter, because however you crochet, we're gonna connect them. And again, we're gonna connect them the same way. I mean, that's my favorite way of connecting the pieces, is with the slip stitch. So working around, and I will do the same, and once I finish, I will come back so we can make the joining together. So happy crochet, guys. I'm back. I finished my cuff. This is how it looks like, and now it is time to join. And I think that by this time you already know how we're gonna do it, but let me walk you through it. Oh, that rhymes. So we're gonna chain 1, we're gonna turn, and here, second stitch from the hook, but in the back loop only. Here is the back loop. From here we're gonna take the front loop, just this one, yarn over and pull through all. So that is 1. We need to have the total 10 if you had the same number of stitches as I did. 2, and 3. So we are going back loop, and here is the front loop, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9, and here will be like this. These are a little bit tricky ones. 10. Now what we're gonna do, we are going to cut off our yarn, and we're gonna yarn over and pull through, and that is it. And later when you have time, I mean, either you do it straight away or at the end, however you wish, you need to weave in your ends. Now what is left for us to do is we need to make, this is the bottom part, okay? So we need to make the ribbing here. So how we're going to do that is actually exactly the same. First we need to make 1 row of the single crochets. Okay, this time what will be different is because on the cuff I wanted my ribbing, actually the cuff itself, to be a little bit more tighter than my sleeve. So in the row where it was the treble, I put only 2 stitches, but now we're gonna put 3 because I don't want this bottom part to be more tighter. So what we're gonna do here in the corner somewhere, I want this needle to be sharper. I swear to God, I'm gonna make my own needle, and this part here is gonna be so pointy. Really, seriously, yes. So once you manage to put your hook through, grab this loop, pull it through, and yarn over and pass through 1. And this one we are actually not counting as a stitch. So because this is our row of the single crochets, we're gonna go in and make a single crochet and try to work around this tail here. I'm keeping it on this side because this is the wrong side we're working on. Try to work around your tail so you don't need to weave it in later, okay? And now here, where is the treble? You need to put 3 single crochets. So we'll go like 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we're gonna go, sorry, just trying to find a space where to put my hook. 1, and I don't want to go like this around it because it's just gonna create this hole even bigger. I am trying to push actually my needle through the actual treble here. So this is 2, and let's say the third one will be here, and then here is a row of the single crochets. Second, so, and here is a single crochet, and you're gonna continue again here where is the treble. I'm gonna put 1, and then the second one, try to find some space for it, and then the third one, and where is the row of the single crochets? Just 1. So go on like this, and we need to make it all the way around. once, it's actually gonna go exactly the same like our cuff, okay? So once we reach here at the end, I'm going to chain 10 plus 1, so 11, and then back loop only, work our way back, make 2 slip stitches, skip them, so exactly like the cuff. But again, I will come back once I finish this and I reach all the way here at the back. I will come back, guys, just to show you how we're going to start our ribbed cuff. So happy crochet. I finished my row of the single crochets, and now because this ribbing here needs to be exactly the same like our cuff, I am going to chain 10 plus 1, meaning I am going to chain 11. But since we will be working here, I'm going to turn my work like this, and I'm gonna chain like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And again, we're gonna go into the second hook from the second stitch from the hook and make a single crochet. We are going to work this all the way until the end. Ultimately, we should have 10 single crochets, or actually any number that you guys chose. For me it should be 10. So you can do 15, 20, 13, whichever the number that you choose. That is good for the length. It also depends on the type of the yarn that you are using. Is your yarn thicker, thinner? That affects as well a lot on the number of the stitches that you guys are going to do. Now this one here is going to be a bit tricky, but okay. And 10, and as always, let's double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and now, just like the way we were working on our cuff, we are going to make 1, 2 slip stitches. 1 and 2, and then we turn our work and into the third stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3, into the third one, back loop only. We will be doing our single crochet. So just like I told you guys, it is exactly the same like we did our cuff. So we are gonna do this all the way on the width of our body, actually at the bottom of our piece. And once we finish that, I will come back and I will show you the final thing that we need to do, and that is a rounding and our collar as well. So I'm gonna need some time to finish this because it's white. It's gonna take me some time, but I will be back soon as I finish this. Happy crochet, guys. Hey guys, we finished the bottom. This is how our ribbing looks at the bottom. As you can see, it looks really nice. I finished my piece. Let me show you. I finished my piece on this side. In the case that you finished yours here, you can just sew off your, stitch off your piece and then join again here. If that sounds a little bit too complicated for you, you can just finish here, because here we will be doing a couple of more rows, and this like one row that you skipped, it's just gonna get lost and it won't be visible. So this is still attached. This is how it looks for now. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna work from the bottom, we're gonna work our way up, and we're gonna make something very similar to this kind of ribbing. Not exactly the same, but similar, equally simple to be done. But what I want to do is I want to make a collar, okay? So aside from this ribbing or a cuff or however you call it, this ending that we will be having here, I want my collar to be wider than that. So we need to use our stitch marker or just a piece of a thread in a different color if you don't have the stitch marker. Wear your piece, stand in front of a mirror or a camera like I'm doing now, and let's say I want mine to be somewhere here. And when I say somewhere here, I mean here. And it doesn't really matter where it is going to be, how many stitches or anything you're gonna do. There it is, right? That is good. So now what I need you to do, now we're gonna go from the bottom, count our stitches till this stitch marker, and then we're gonna go to the other side, count the same number of stitches and put a marker on the other side, and then we're gonna start working. So I've placed my stitch markers, and now we're gonna continue working. But before we do, it is very important to determine which side will be facing us while we are working. So we have two sides, right? This side where the ribs are, let's say, more coming out and more visible, that is the right side. And this one where the ribs are, let's say, looking like this is the wrong side. So let me show you. Now here at the end, we are going to chain one or attach your yarn. And when we flip our work, so now the right side is facing me. And if the right side is facing me, we will be working the front loop. If it is the wrong side facing you, you will be working the back loop. Since the right side is facing me, and we're working the front loop only, and this very first row, we're gonna make a slip stitch all the way to another end. So when you reach your stitch marker, you're going to remove it, make the slip stitch, and put that marker back in, okay? And we are working all the way around. We are going to work a front loop, okay? So we're gonna go second loop from the hook and a slip stitch. So again, we are not taking both of these like this. We're going just into the front loop like this, yarn over and pull through. And then in the next one again, just the front one, yarn over and pull through. And like this, you are going to work all the way until you come to another end. And as I already said, even when you come where are your stitch markers, you're just gonna make a slip stitch in the front loop and put your stitch marker back, okay? So that is important. We're just making, for now, this is our first row. For now, we're just making a slip stitch in the front loop until we reach here, the other end. Once we do that, I will come back to you guys. So I finished my first row, and now what we are going to do is we're going to, again, chain one and turn our work. And since we turned it now and the wrong side is facing us, oops, we will be working. Oh my God, this thing came out. 1 second. Okay, so since the wrong side is facing us, now we're gonna work the back loop only. So again, we're gonna start second loop from the hook, back loop only, and again we will be making a slip stitch until we reach one before our stitch marker, because the one before, on, and one after the stitch marker, those 3 stitches, we're gonna work differently. So one before the stitch marker should be free, and that is where we are going to stop. And once I reach that point, I will come back to you guys. Until that time, we are making a slip stitch in the back loop only. Now we come to the stitch marker, and as you can see, one before. Now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, and we're gonna make, again in the back loop, single crochet, 1, and then the second one, back loop only. In the second one, we're gonna put back our stitch marker, and the third single crochet. So this is when I told you that it will be one before the stitch marker, one on it, and one after it are different stitches. And now we're gonna go, and again, remember, I don't need to repeat all the time, it is a back loop only now, this row. Now we're gonna yarn over, and we're gonna go with a half double crochet, again back loop only, and we will be working oops, my stitch marker fell out. We will be working like this until we reach our next stitch marker, which is actually this one before it. And then once we do that, when we come to the other side, our other stitch marker, we're just going to repeat the process. One second, let me show you. So here is my other stitch marker. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna make your half double crochet until here, and then 1, 2, 3, you will make 3 single crochets, and then you're gonna continue till the end with your slip stitch. And when you come till the end, chain 1, turn your work, and then you are working in the front loop. So 1 row is a front loop, 1 row is a back loop. Where is your stitch marker? One before and after, you have 3 single crochets, and this part which comes around your neck is the half double crochet. You can make it in as many rows as you want. That actually depends how thick you want your piece to be. Actually, not think, like how wide you want your piece to be. Of course, I will come back later to show you mine, and so you can see the final look, guys. So happy crochet. Hey guys, we finished the cardigan finally. This is my final look. This is after I finish it. I washed it. The only thing left for me is to weave in the tails, but this is the final look. Mine is very long. It goes all the way till my ankles. I'm very happy with this look. It ended up really nice. I'm especially happy about this part that goes here around the neck, the collar. It ended up really nice. That is exactly what I wanted. What I am thinking right now is, will I be putting some buttons here or not? I left that for you guys to decide. Do you want to do something like this, or you just want to keep it free like a kimono, like this? So what I know for sure that I will be doing, but that will be in the next video, that will be another tutorial, is I want to put some white stars. I already made like a couple of them, as you can see. I don't know, can you see properly? So I'm planning to put these kind of stars all over this cardigan, and that will be the final look of this cardigan. But as I said, that will be in another video. So I will show you in another one how to make these little stars. They're so easy to make. They're done in just 2 rows. It goes so fast making it, and I think that they look really cute. So again, I'm extremely happy with the final look. I love it because it is not so heavy, but still quite warm, you know. The pattern is amazing. It gives this seamless connection with the body and the sleeves as well. It looks really nice. And again, I love that you can make it in any length that you want. You can go all the way down till your ankles like I did. You can make it till your knees, or just as a bomber till your hips. Anyhow, after making the stars and everything, once I finish everything, I am planning my next one to be making a bomber. The sun is killing me right now, but okay. So again, I hope that you liked it. In all of my videos and all my tutorials, I don't make the very strict patterns. On the contrary, I like to teach you how to make pieces for yourself the way how you like them. So you don't need to go on and search 1,000,001 pattern, you know, this length, that length, this is going to be oversized, or, you know, or very tight to my body. Same for the sleeves. So rather than that, I like to teach you how to choose and how to determine in the pattern yourself what kind of model you like and how you can change it once you're working on it. So again, I'm very happy with this one. I really am. Again, I keep on repeating, especially this part here around. This looks really nice. So I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you didn't have any problems following the tutorial. If you did, please write me in the comments. I'm reading all of them. I will reply to everybody. And thank you for following. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe, comment on it, and keep on following. The new videos are coming out. So thank you everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.